Well, hey there everyone. So this week we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Apologies for the spotty videos lately. I have been a little busy. So what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be doing a little craft called, I think it's called making dolls out of spun cotton. I think that's what it's called. So pretty much since tis the spoopy season in my heart, we are going to do a little Halloween craft. So what I have in my head is I am going to take this spun cotton and basically just going to make, I think my design in my head is going to be like two little mice and then a cauldron in front of them so that they're like stirring a brew together as little witch mice, because I just want Halloween decor. So that's what I'm gonna do. So is from what I've gathered about doing this craft, you pretty much like take wire and like form what you kind of want and then like layer on some cotton, and then you take either like glue or watered down glue and you just like kind of stick it on almost like a paper mache. You'll just like paste it on and like build the form, and then once it dries you can paint it and you got a little dude. So that's what I'm going to be attempting. I've never done this before, so we're kind of going to learn together. If you want an actual tutorial, there are other videos that explain how to do this, but we're just going to see what I can create. So I guess the first thing I need to do is form my little mice dudes, and then I could just start like covering them in some cotton and painting on some glue. We're gonna see if I can accomplish this. So I am following a video process to do these little mice, and I will link the video down below. So pretty much what I have to start with is I'm using a pipe cleaner to form the base of the body. So I'm going to fold over the tip of the pipe cleaner so that I can have like the little head space. And then after that I just take some wire and I form the arms and the legs, and then around the butt I will form the tail. Now it's time to start layering on our first layer of cotton. So I pretty much am just gonna like wrap it around the body, and then I'll just use a little bit of this watered down glue to tack it down. And then I'll do the same for the head, and I'll just like wrap it around a bit and tag it down with some glue. And then from there I can go ahead and work on the arms. So I'm going to cut them down to length now that I know how much I need of the wire. And then I'm just going to wrap some cotton around that and then completely cover it in this watered down glue. And then the tail gets the same treatment. And then finally the ears get put on. And then to speed up the drying process, I have set my oven to 200 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to bake it for about 25 to 30 minutes, and that's just going to dry it out so that I can continue working with it. And now for the second mouse boy, I'm going to try and match the other mouse as much as I can. So again, I'm just going to form the wire and then coat it in all of this cotton and then bake it again for half an hour. Okay, so I have one mouse here, this little guy. He's not all the way done yet, so I think tomorrow, because I'm kind of done today, I'm going to put another layer, like smoothing out the edges and then plumping him up just a little bit. And then from there I can add paint. So for now, this is what he's looking like. The other one is in the oven, currently drying out. So yeah. We're gonna move on to day 2 after this with my little rat man. Okay, so it is day 2, and I've got my little rat boys. They're still very lumpy and very dumpy. So today I need to add a second layer of the cotton on top of everything and smooth it out and like shape them the way that I want them to be shaped. Because right now they're very lumpy. So we're going to do that again, just with like the cotton and the watered down glue. Hopefully get them better formed, and then while they're still wet, I will add some like watered down acrylic to the cotton so that it like spreads nicely. And then they just have to dry and they'll be done. And then for the cauldron that I'm gonna have them surrounding, I think I'm going to crochet it. And then just like have them surround it. So we should be done with this today, hopefully, because it is the last day. And I guess we just gotta keep on going. Now to continue on, it is time to make these look less lumpy. So I'm just going to take my cotton and layer it on where I want to bulk up my mice a little bit. So mainly around the back and on the stomach to give it a little tummy. And so for this cotton, I'm going to completely cover it in this watered down glue. So I'm going to lay it on where I want it and then just completely saturate it with this mixture. Then once I've done that to both, and while the cotton is still wet, I'm going to take a watered down brown and a watered down black and just kind of blot on where I want the color of this mouse to be on the back. And then to kind of dull that down a little bit, I did layer on a bit more of that watered down glue, and that just kind of helps it soak into the cotton a bit more and look a bit better. Then once I've gotten that base coat where I wanted it to be, I once again baked them at 200 degrees Fahrenheit for about half an hour just to dry it out so that I could paint on the details. Okay, my rat babies are currently baking in the oven to dry off a bit. So basically once those are done, I'm going to go in with some finer details and do like the pink hands and the pink nose and the eyeballs. And then they should be done. So while they're baking, I'm going to go ahead and do the cauldron. So for both the mice and the cauldron, I am using 2 YouTube tutorials to do, and I will link them down below. The mice one is a very long and detailed process, so it is a lot better than mine. I'm just trying out for me. So go and check out theirs. It's an incredible video. It tells you all the things you need to know about how to do this craft. And then for the cauldron, it is a step-by-step tutorial that I will be following to do this cauldron. So let's go ahead and get started with that. And then once the cauldron was done and these mice were dry, it's time to start with the detailed painting process. And that's when I figured out that this project is not going to be as good as I hoped it would be. Painting was not easy on this cotton. The eyes turned out so wonky, and the noses turned out so bad. So pretty much you get what you get with this project, and I will see you in the final look. Well, that was definitely the most cursed project I've ever done. These little guys look like you'd pick them up at like an antique store and know that they were just haunted inside. Especially this one. You can tell he's done some stuff in his day. Well, that was a project. I can't say they turned out fantastic, but you know what? They got a little charm to them. I think I've respectfully named them Fred and George. because we all know that they're going to get up to some sort of mischief when I'm not looking. So that's these little cursed boys. At least the cauldron turned out good, though. Look at my cauldron. So yeah, I can now say that I have tried to make spun cotton figures, and it did not turn out super well. Would I do it again? Probably not. I think personally, with my experience, there are better ways to make little figures, like with clay or anything else. I have seen like videos where people will have like make the cotton almost like completely saturated with the glue and then make it super malleable and stuff. Personally, I didn't have that experience with mine, so it just did not turn out super well. And then the cotton was like really hard to paint as well, so the painting process didn't go well either. So overall, not my best of projects, but I can say that I have tried it. God, look at those eyes. They just stare into your soul. So yeah, thank you for joining me for this little project. I just needed to get into the little Halloween mood, because Halloween's coming up soon in my book. So yeah, just a little Halloween project. Again, sorry for the spotty videos. Hopefully I will have a better video schedule, but I can't promise anything. So, anywho, if you like what I did, go and like and subscribe. I post most Saturdays, mostly at noon, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching! Say bye to the boys as well.